Hello guys, and welcome back to another Hunter Prestige video. My name's George, and on today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different to our regular Hunter Prestige build. This customer's travelled all the way from Poland to get his vehicle done here in Thetford, so we're going to be doing a lot of work on this car in retrofits and activations, and even though he's not having a lot of exterior work other than a couple of bespoke products, we're really going to change the car to be what it used to be, or should it be, coming out of the factory. So let's get the vehicle in and we'll give you a rundown of what's going on in the car today. Yo! Okay, so behind me are all the products that we're going to be fitting onto this vehicle today. It doesn't look like there's a lot of products actually here, but believe it or not, this is actually £7,000 worth of Land Rover genuine products that we're going to be retrofitting onto the car. So I'll run you through now what products we're going on this car, and basically a little bit of background on why the customer's chosen to go with these. So we have the LED matrix headlights. They're going to be retrofitted. A lot of customers always ask us if it's simply just putting the headlights on there, actually plugging them in, and actually they work, but they do have to be programmed. Now these are very, very hard to actually obtain. They're actually sold individually from Land Rover, and they are always on back order. So these are the highest spec headlights you can actually choose when you're actually building your vehicle. We're also going to be retrofitting the CLEARSIGHT to this vehicle, which actually replaces the original standard mirror on the vehicle. Now obviously these are switchable from the standard mirror and also the camera that we'll be adding in the form of the shark fin, so it obviously needs to be replaced. The headliner has to come off, and a lot of the accessories has to be removed in order for us to run wires and actually put the CLEARSIGHT onto the vehicle. Now it's very, very difficult to actually get used to the CLEARSIGHT if you haven't had it on a vehicle before, but it is definitely an added extra for visibility, especially if you've got a hardtop commercial. Now soft close was actually downgraded from a lot of your customers' vehicles from 2022 onwards. We don't know why, maybe it was shortage of parts, who knows, but we actually have them in stock. And it just helps with closing the door a little bit. With the additional weight of that spare wheel, the door can be quite heavy, and also if you've potentially got a bike rack on the back, obviously you've got increased weight there also. Upgrading this car's screen to an 11.4 is a must. With the 10-inch screen fitted, it just looks outdated considering the year of the vehicle. Now, it's not the simple fact of just changing the screen from the 10-inch screen to the 11.4. You actually need to change a lot of different components, including brackets and stuff for the internals as well. So we're going to do that today on the vehicle. We also offer a 13.1 screen from the Range Rover, which you can retrofit into the new Defender with the same capabilities of the 11.4. So if upgrading your screen was enough for accessibility and visibility, you can also get the exclusive My24 software upgrade on this vehicle. That adds lots of different functions to the vehicle, including climate control, seat movement, and much more, all accessible through the PIVI Pro screen. So recently had a customer called Clive call us, so big shout out to Clive. He actually had the 11.4 screen retrofitted to his vehicle from a different company. Unfortunately, that came with a horrible placeholder, almost like a watermark over his actual PIVI Pro screen, because he was told that the vehicle was too old to actually have that screen fitted to his car, which isn't correct. So you can actually get rid of that watermark. You only have to have the genuine Land Rover equipment in order to actually remove that watermark. So we've actually got Clive booked in for about a month's time to get that rectified, and we're actually going to be able to fix that for him. So if you've got that horrible placeholder on your screen because you retrofit the screen from any other company, get in contact with us and we can remove that for you. So this vehicle isn't currently fitted with any sort of ambient lighting other than the standard courtesy line that comes on most vehicles. So we're going to be retrofitting a full ambient light kit to this vehicle. So it's going to be the whole of the front dash, the footwells, and all the doors, front and rear. So we only use genuine Land Rover products in order to make this possible on the car, so you can change it on the PIVI Pro screen and actually have all the options on there. So we only use genuine Land Rover parts, unlike a lot of other companies that actually use aftermarket, which just changes the lights, doesn't actually do the job. So that's the same thing that goes for all of our retrofits that we're going to be doing on this vehicle today. They're all Land Rover genuine parts that we only use. We're going to be fitting a matte black checker plate tailgate strip to add a little bit of protection to the rear of his car when he's getting anything in and out, because they're very, very easy to scratch the rear bumpers on this vehicle. We're also going to be fitting a set of matte black tow eyes onto the vehicle just to get him out of any situation he might get when he's out in the snow in Poland. We're also going to be fitting a fresh set of 20-inch alloy steels onto the vehicle. That will go really, really nicely with the silver front and rear of his bumpers. And it's also got some chunkier AT tyres going on there as well. Right, so that's enough talking to you guys about what's going on to the car. Let's get started on the vehicle, and we'll give you a little bit of talking. whilst we're working on the vehicle. Now, we get asked the question quite regularly if it's possible to retrofit soft close on all of the doors. Now, we've looked into this before, and unfortunately there's a lot of parts required in order to do that retrofit. You actually have to change the locks, the actual latches, top and bottom covers, and each door alone would cost about £500 to actually retrofit this. It's just not feasible, especially with the actual availability of Land Rover to actually obtain these parts. All these parts are actually originally intended for the new Range Rovers, so it's not something that we could actually do. Just like the heads-up display, in order to actually retrofit the heads-up display, you actually need to change the instrument cluster to make it a digital one which is compatible with the heads-up display, and also actually change the windscreen. It's just not feasible to actually do. Right, so we're straight at it today. I'm now currently stripping the rear bumper. Customers opted in for tow wires, so I'm stripping the back bumper because unfortunately you have to remove the whole bumper in order just to get to the tow wire positions. The guys are now just currently working on the front of the car. First thing they're going to be doing is stripping down the interior so that they can do the larger screen, and then Nick's going to start stripping the front of the car so we can do the headlight upgrade. Bumpers off, just put the tow wires on. I'm now about to torque them up to 160 Newton meters. Then we're going to put the bumper back on. Okay, so we're about halfway through removing all the accessories inside of the car in order to actually get the old screen out. As you can see, there's a lot of different components we actually have to take out of the vehicle before we even have access to remove that screen. It's not as simple as just swapping the screen, unfortunately, and the dashboard does look very bare in the process. Okay, one side of the headlights is now done, so he's now got the LED matrix instead of the standard headlights he had on there. So obviously the LED matrix now gives you daytime running light, and you also get additional functions like the adaptive high beam, which we can turn on for an activation. I am currently just masking up for the rear checker plate tailgate strip, which is always a pain to get centralised and actually hold it in place whilst you're doing it. Right, so as the dashboard is all apart, obviously because we're doing the screen upgrade, now's the perfect time for us to actually add all the ambient lighting components. So obviously if your vehicle doesn't come with ambient lighting from factory, you don't have any of the wires or any of the lights, so we have to fit these. We're going to use genuine parts for this. We're just going to run the wires now, so we put the lights in. All of the mouldings actually come with the wire run, so we're just going to run the wires just to make it a nice clean factory finish, as it would if it came out of dealer like that. I'm removing all the clips for the side steps to go on. Customers actually chosen to add checker plate side steps to match his front bonnet, and also the rear checker plate strip we just put on the rear. Right, so I'm now working on the side steps, just removing all the seals, all the plugs and everything else that I need to in order to actually get the brackets actually fixed to the body. The other guys are currently working, putting everything back together. They've just plugged in the JLR tooling in order to actually activate the new lights and also the screen. So they're just putting it all back together now. Say something. As you can see, I've already done one side step from now onto the other side. And this is the main reason why it's so difficult to keep our vehicle bay clean. As soon as we take the side steps off, there's so much dirt or road salt, which absolutely gets over me. And yeah, just look how thick it is. This car's come all the way from Poland as well. So the road salt on it is absolutely everywhere. So I've got to be careful not to get anything in my eyes. And also trying to get everything on my clothes. So whilst I'm finishing on the last side step, the guys are now currently just working on the ambient light on the door cards, so they're now removing them. So we've nearly finished all the ambient light. There's only one door left to do. It's currently being activated now, so everything's activated, pre-ready. So once everything's done, it should all work straight away, so we can test it. We're now just starting to remove all the accessories for the headlining to come down. That way we can run the wires for the CLEARSIGHT. Just removed the sunglass holder. The customer's actually going for a sunglass holder retrofit. He didn't actually have a sunglass holder there, so we take that off, but we have to do that anyway to actually fit the new mirror. So we're doing that now. Nick's taking the stuff out the rear, I'm doing the stuff at the front.
Hey. I said, excuse me, but you don't understand where I'm at. I was all around the world, on span, across the map. I've been laying low and now it's time to pop up, bitch, I'm back. Now I'ma run it up. Snooze on the kid, that you dumb or what? You better go get your numbers up. Now throw me the oop, I gotta hire a Jerry Maguire. I'm tired of hearing it, show me the loot. I had to listen, they told me to shoot. Like it or not, man, I told them the truth. I stay away from the things that be causing me trouble, just out here enjoying the view. Seeing shit I never had, boy.
Right, headline is basically now down. Nick is just now about to take the connectors and the two bolts that hold the shark fin without the camera on top of the roof off. I've just dropped the headline on this side, so I've run the wire, and then we're now about to go through the safari glass or fascia window, I can't remember what it's called. We're going to run it over the top and then obviously plug it straight into the shark fin. Once that's done, it's already pre-activated, so it should just come on like that.
I've been laying low and now it's time to pop up, bitch, I'm back. Now I'ma run it up. Snooze on the kid, that you dumb or what? You better go get your numbers up. Really on God, getting paid for this shit while I drink on the job. They so desperate for some clicks to the links on they blog. Being real, man, it's nothing but exhaust. Come on, I said excuse me.
Why do I like touching the headline? Because we're always working on cars. Our hands get very, very dirty. And when they come in and they've got the ivory headline, it's not ivory. Ebony? Ivory? It is ivory. The ivory headline. Whenever you touch it, you just fear that you're going to touch it and make it dirty. Or you're going to kink the headline and put a crease in it. Which I don't like doing. Right, so we've finished the CLEARSIGHT. CLEARSIGHT's all done. Just waiting on the activations to be done. Tech's not doing it, so we thought in the meantime we'll jack the car up and we'll change the wheels over. Pump it louder, turn up the stereo. Don't put that in there. Right, we're now complete with the CLEARSIGHT. That's all done. Just running the diagnostics and all the activations that we've done. We've done the LED matrix headlights, they're finished. We've done the CLEARSIGHT. We've also done the 11.4 screen. Ambient light is now finished, so there's not a lot left to do on this car. We've done the side steps, done the toe eyes, we've done checker plate strip, and obviously all of the wheels now have been changed. So it's now 10 to 1. Started this vehicle at 9 o'clock this morning. I'm going to get some lunch and then we'll do the finishing touches. Right, lunch is done. Everybody's now back onto this car again. So we're now running the wires for the ambient light extension. So obviously the ambient light extension adds the front footwell lights and also the rears as well. So we're just running them, mounting the lights, make sure everything runs smoothly, and obviously we'll test it before we mount it all in place, make sure everything changes when we change it on the PIVI Pro screen. We're going to do that now. Right, all the wires have been run. We've just got a test now to make sure that all the lights are functioning with the PIVI Pro screen, so that's what we're going to do now. So everything is currently loose, but it's just to make sure that all the lights light up and actually change colour. So we're going to start the ignition. There we go, straight away we've got colour. We've got cab lighting. I'm just going to change it to different colours. Yeah, we're all good. Got it in the back as well. Different luminosities. It's looking good. Cool, so now we're going to get it all back in and then tidy up all the wires, make sure they run properly and run nicely, and all the covers back on. So there you go guys, that is the end of this incredible build from the customer all the way from Poland. From the outside, the vehicle doesn't look like it's changed that much, but we've just had little bits of personal touches just to add a little bit of bespokeness to this vehicle. From the obvious factor, we've changed the wheels and added some AT thicker tyres on there. We don't see a lot of our satin finish wheels due to the fact normally people go for the gloss black or the black satin black. So the silver is actually different, but it actually ties in really, really well with the matte PPF on this Pangea green. Other things we've done to the vehicle, we've added the checker plate side steps to obviously match the bonnet inserts on the front, and also on the rear he's actually added a rear checker plate strip in matte ABS just to match the rest of the vehicle. On the interior of the car, that's actually the wrong side of the car because this is actually the first vehicle we've had from outside of Europe this year. Last year we actually had quite a few customers from all over Europe and all over the world come to us just for our retrofit and activation service. So if you're interested, get in contact with us guys. We accept customers from absolutely everywhere. From the inside of the car, you can clearly see we've already made adjustments to this car just to make it a little bit more of a better experience for the customer. Obviously at the top, we've actually added the ClearSight on there. So it's currently got the camera on, originally just had the standard mirror on there. So we've added that, so it just gives a little bit of flexibility. If he absolutely loads his rear of the boot, he can now see all the time. And also we've upgraded the screen to the 11.4 and absolutely packed out all the activations on this car. This car is actually showcasing our 25 interface on there, so a lot more different options on there. This makes it very, very easy to access all the TR modes and all the climate modes on there, all from the screen, so you don't have to look down onto the gear shift to do that. We fitted a whole ambient light kit to this vehicle, including our extension kit. Now, this vehicle came to us with no ambient light whatsoever, apart from the standard courtesy lights. So we've retrofitted a full kit into the doors, the whole of the dashboard, the footwell, and also the rears. So that's a full ambient light kit. Originally, it just had the standard courtesy lights. So there's actually a lot of work that goes into it and a lot of different components you actually have to add. You also have to mess with the BCM module to actually run the wire. And the reason why we use genuine Land Rover parts is so you can access it on the PIVI Pro screens. Everything is accessible on there. You can change it to whatever color you like, and all of the lights change simultaneously. So we do that, so it's just a little bit nicer feel. You're not stuck with one light, and you can change it and customize it however you like. So the full ambient light retrofit isn't actually something we currently offer on our website, but it is something that we do offer. So if you're interested in it, get in contact with us, guys, and we can have a look into doing it onto your vehicle and what components are required for your vehicle. On this vehicle, we also fitted the LED matrix headlights. So currently he only had the standard ones, so he now has the most high spec headlights on the vehicle. So the difference between the standard ones and the new LED matrix is obviously the ring around the outside. You have a daytime running light on there, and obviously with the daylight sensor, once it picks up that it's dark, it actually changes to the whole ring. Not only that, we've actually activated the high beam assist on this vehicle. So if you have your high beams on, driving down at night and there's a car with the headlights on, it'll actually turn the headlights off for you automatically. So that is the end of today's build and specification that this customer chose. If you're interested in any products that we've fitted into this vehicle today, or if you're interested in any other retrofits, activations, or products and services that we supply here at Hunters, get in contact with us. We're very, very close to hitting 2,000 followers and subscribers on our Instagram and our socials. So if you don't already, don't forget to subscribe, like and follow, and hit that bell notification to stay up to date with what we're doing here at Hunters Prestige. See you on the next video, guys.